Hey, what's up everybody? Mix of Games here coming at you with a Let's Play of Sheltered. So this is a survival game, pretty much bunker style based, where you have a family of four and you have to send them out on expeditions, collect resources, bring them back to base, and build your bunker and progress through the game. So I'm actually starting with a pretty interesting concept here. I've played this game for a little bit, and I've messed around with a couple styles of gameplay. And what we're actually going to be going for is a cannibal family. So one of the most important aspects of playing Sheltered is having the right amount of food and water and antibiotics, stuff like that, to be able to maintain your family, keep on going and progressing and getting better. So I'm not saying food is hard to come by. Food is pretty reasonably easy to get, but it is kind of difficult in the beginning. And I'm doing this for a specific reason. So we're actually going to jump in the game. You'll guys see as I go along what this actually kind of helps with, and in a way, it's kind of an interesting way of starting a game and going about it on day one. So we're going to read the journal. We're going to look into the entry. Day one, we're alive. We're few, but together we are strong. Our family consists of Carl, Shirley, Douglas, Helen, and our pet horse, Shadow. We have a new home. The air is a little stale. The floor is smeared with dirt. But having sturdy concrete walls and a heavy door is just what we need right now. I'm not sure how much more of the world this family could handle. So right here, this is our bunker style system. We begin with 5 sections on the top and then 1 on the bottom, but we have much more space to keep building downward and just creating, more rooms and building more things. So we're actually going to start off by sending the mom and dad, Carl and Shirley, off on an expedition. And we're going to select them both, and this is pretty much the style of the map that we're going to be working with. So the bigger group of question marks, those are usually more towns and cities. So this little cluster could be a smaller town, while this could be a bigger city. And we have lots and lots of places to discover, especially this one. This is a really major town and city right there. And unfortunately, in the beginning, you start off with very little water. So we're actually going to start by sending our parents to these few question marks here. We won't be able to send them there, and that one's a little too far. I don't want to use all of our water right now, because each expedition, unfortunately, does take a decent amount of water. So we're going to probably end up only sending them to 2 places at a time. Trying to see what would be the best way to go about it. Okay, so we're going to send them to these 2 locations right here. We're going to hit confirm. We're going to equip them with a pipe and a gas mask. You always need to send them out with a gas mask if you do have them. If not, they do come back with radiation poisoning, unfortunately. And these are all the resources that we have located in our drum. So we're going to send out him. We're going to send out Shirley with them, with pipe as well. And we're going to send them out on their way. So while they're going about that, now we have the kids at home. Now with the kids, what we could do is we can constantly be repairing and fixing stuff just by hovering over them and looking at their integrity. So right here, the water filter has a 50% of integrity, which is very low. The oxygen filter has 56. So we're going to send out Helen up there and we're going to have her repair those. But in order to do any type of work on the outside, we always have to send them out with a hazmat suit. So we're going to send her out with a hazmat suit. We're going to click on her to repair the water filter, and we're actually getting a radio transmission right now. And hello, this is Carl. We found a school out in the wasteland. Should we check it out? Absolutely. And now with Douglas down here, we are going to have him let's see what our generator... Okay, so our generator is doing perfectly fine on fuel. We're going to repair it just to kind of have it, at max strength at all times. And we're also going to rearrange the shelter here and try and move things around. We're going to check out the clipboard, and this actually just gives you a super quick breakdown of everything that you need to fix. So right now, we have Douglas fixing the generator, we have Helen up top, and I'm also going to have her fix the oxygen filter while she's up there. Just gonna put her on there. We're gonna accept the random transmission. We found stuff at the school. Let's examine everything that you found. Okay, so that's a pretty nice hefty load, and in the beginning you just want to take everything. Take everything that you can, and you'll slowly figure out what you really do and don't need. Right here, we're gonna just leave the mannequin head, mainly because this is more of a recycled material or recycle item, and we don't have a recycler yet, so we're just gonna leave that behind. We don't have to worry about that. Down the road, they are pretty good for plastic, so we tend to keep those as much as we can once we build a recycler, and then we don't have to worry about actually fetching out most of the resources that we have to get. So I'm playing on Xbox One. If you hold RT, you do get to fast forward the time, and we're going to check out another radio transmission. We're going to see what they do end up finding. Okay, so we're definitely going to take the gas mask. So what are we going to leave behind? If you look on the bottom, everything that says own, that's pretty much what you have at base. So we're going to leave behind the pipe. We're going to leave behind the nail. Anything that we have major abundance of. Yeah, we're going to leave behind the metal. And let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so number one priority, we're definitely going to take the gas mask. We are going to take all the plastic that we can. We're going to take the fuse. We have the switch in our inventory, which works out. Let's just see if we have anything else in our inventory. Okay. So not a bad little haul to begin the first couple expeditions. So we are going to switch to Douglas here, and we're just going to have him rearrange the workbench. And we're just going to bring the workbench right up top with us. And we're going to put it right about, I think right about there. I wonder if I can move this clipboard somewhere else. Let's see any available spaces. Okay, we're going to put the clipboard right there, only because it's not really used that often. But it is used quite a bit. It does use a little bit of space. So we're going to confirm the move, and we're going to have Douglas build a couple more of the water containers. Water is definitely very important. In my opinion, almost a little bit more important than food, because you actually are required to use water out in expeditions instead of food. Food you really only use once you're coming back to the shelter. Okay. So we're going to let Shirley come inside. They gained a little bit of perception because of the location that they found. And now we're just going to dump everything into our inventory. And fuses are the only thing we can't leave, but we're going to exchange one piece of coal and drop the fuse in there and confirm the stack. So we're actually going to have Carl. Yeah, we're going to have Shirley, because she has a little bit more perception than he does. We're going to send her out to an expedition, and let's see if we could get that farm. Yes, we can. So we're going to equip her with a pipe and send her on our way. So now we're going to switch to Carl, and we're going to build a couple sleeping bags for the kids and the parents. Sleeping bags is important, and as you see from the right left, if you're pressing Y, you can see exactly what each person needs. So right now, Douglas definitely needs to sleep. Let's see if we could build one more sleeping bag and fit it in the spot. I don't think we'll be able to get it right there now. Okay, so we're going to send Douglas to bed. We're going to have Carl actually build us a new shelter room. Okay, we're going to check out the radio transmission. Going to have Shirley check out that location that we sent her off to. And perfect. Okay, so we definitely found a piece of water, which is awesome. Water is very important. We're actually going to take the necessities here. So we can take two more things. We're probably going to take a transistor and the circuit board. And considering that we do have a little bit of the other items, we'll be okay with leaving those behind. Okay. So we're going to sim a little bit more of the time. We're going to have Helen take off the suit. Shirley is coming back. And then we're also going to have Helen craft a shower system for Mom. We're going to put it right there. So we're just going to drop everything into the inventory. Transistor or the circuit board we can't leave, but We're going to take away this glass jar, because like I said, some of the stuff is really used only with the recycler, and it's kind of difficult to hold on to everything at this point in the game once you're in the beginning. Down the road, you'll be able to have a little bit more space. So we're going to get Douglas up a little bit earlier than he normally does. We're going to have him drink some water, and it's Helen, we're going to have her go to bed. Shirley, we are going to send her to the shower. And then Carl, we're going to have him build one more sleeping bag. Oop, that was the wrong button. We're going to have him build one more sleeping bag. That way we can have multiple people sleep and shower, rather than having to wait for one at a time. Don't be afraid to build double everything right now, because it will benefit you guys in the long run. I know sometimes it's easier just to build one at a time. And then just kind of have it interchangeable. But with certain things, you kind of want to have multiple, doubles of everything. So unfortunately, we do have our pet horse who is getting poisoned. So we're gonna have him take the suit. We're gonna have him get medicated. And then with Douglas, we are gonna have him. Let's see what our. Okay, so we're doing good on a generator. Doing good on our filters up top. Integrity. And then Shirley, we're going to send her off to bed even though she doesn't fully need it. We are going to have Douglas build us a cleaning bucket, because our base is getting a little bit dirty, and that's when you tend to bring in rodents and rats, and you definitely don't, you don't want that type of stuff in your bunker. I know I wouldn't, at least. So we're going to build it down here, and then we're going to have him fix him up. We're actually going to have Carl go back up top. We're going to have him feed our horse. Okay. Awesome. So our horse is definitely doing awesome. Status is fine. His health is going to be going up. And he's also okay with doing, with poisoning. Okay, so we're going to have Carl take off the suit. We're going to have him take a shower. And then we're also going to have him... Unfortunately, we don't have any water, and that's where it's very, very difficult in the beginning of this game. Water is super, super hard to come by. But if we do hang on for a little bit of time, we should be fine. We're going to have him go to bed. Hopefully it doesn't affect him too much. We're going to have Douglas go to bed as well. And then Shirley, we're just going to have her hang around. So I'm going to fast forward the time just a little bit, just to see if we get some decent rainwater. We're actually going to have Shirley clean the shelter while we're here, which is going to fast forward a little bit of time. Keep on checking our resources, make sure that everything is doing okay. Just going to fast forward just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now we're definitely having a good, decent amount of water coming through. So we're going to wake up Dad. We're going to have him take a shower now. We're going to have everybody drink some water, even if they don't need it, just to keep everything down. After his shower, we'll have him drink some water. And then we're actually going to have Shirley build us a toilet. So, like any human, they need to go to the bathroom. So we're just going to build the bucket down here. And then I do believe it does take a little bit of water to flush out, but nobody's doing majorly bad with bathroom needs, so that's awesome. So we're actually going to send out Mom and Dad back out on an expedition now that we have a little bit of water income. So we have 14 water to work with, and I'm trying to see what would be the best position. Okay, that's going to be way too far. Okay, so everything is really, really far, and it's going to require a lot of water. Okay. So this seems to be like a forest of some sort. I know some places are actually near kind of, I think it's either a sewage plant or a water plant. You do get lucky with finding a boatloads of water. Unfortunately, the amount of rain that we did get was not sufficient. Definitely not enough. So we are going to take the horse out for a stroll with us. I think he actually uses a little bit less water. It's pretty nice. So let's see, I'm trying to map out what's the best position of using most of the water. There we go. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully they could also discover the other locations while they're there without requiring all the water needs. So we're gonna just equip them with a pipe and a mask. We're gonna bring that back in. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So Helen, we're actually gonna give her the hazmat suit. We're gonna send her back up top. We're just gonna have her keep repairing our needs. We're gonna switch to Douglas. Check out the integrity of all of our items and resources here. And then we're actually going to have him add a gas can to the generator. We kind of want to keep that up topped off as much as we can, as frequently as we can, because that pretty much controls every system in the bunker between the oxygen filter, lights, water filter, everything. So definitely important. And I do believe they actually do control the doors. So if the power does go out, it kind of hinders everything and the protection of your base. Yeah, so the first couple episodes are going to be a little bit slower. It's going to be kind of introductory into the game, trying to explain as much as I can as we go along. But it does become more exciting once we do have a handful of resources that we're comfortable with, when we're exploring a little bit more, when we have interactions outside on the road and inside of our base. So we do have one guy walking here. His name is Eric. I'm not sure if he's just going to walk right past us. Actually, we have a little bit of action going on outside, so we're definitely going to approach the strangers. Okay, so every single approach that I'm going to be doing in this series is going to be aggressive. Our family is going to be the ones to survive. They're going to be the top dogs in the wasteland, and they're just going to dominate everybody as best as we can, and it's us against the world. So we are going to bully this guy, and we are going to fight him. So right here, we're going to have Carl just melee him a couple times and see if we could actually subdue him and take any type of resources that he does have. We do have to be careful with them fighting back at us and just make sure that everything goes to plan. So right here, Donald, I apologize, but it's a dog-eat-dog world out here. We got to do what we can for our family. All right. So a little decent score that we got from him, a can of food and then a paint can. So we're going to examine these items. We're going to take everything just to fill up our inventory. We're going to have Douglas actually, if we do have the resources, I do want to build, okay. So we actually will want to build a stable. But at the same time, let's see. I think it might be the next tier where we have another box. Yeah, okay, so small crate is on the next tier. Can we actually upgrade our workbench? What does it require? Yeah, okay, so we're going to upgrade our workbench to level 2. Unfortunately, I would like to build that stable, but we don't have to do it as of yet. Okay, so Eric is coming down into our base. And we are going to see exactly what is he looking for. Okay, greetings. I am looking for a sanctuary. Do you grant such things? I am able-bodied and hard-working. Yes, Eric. Yes, you are. You are involved with the family now. So this exact scenario is what I'm talking about. So we are going to have Eric kind of play our little mule. So they've actually upgraded the game quite a bit. So we are going to try and send him out on an expedition, but I do think that we have to have his loyalty a little bit high. So if we do have to work around that, then that's going to be okay. I actually do want to take this knife. So we are going to leave behind this burnt clothes and the coal, because the coal we do need for a generator, which we don't have to worry about that. I do want to take the knife, and what else is important at this time? Um, hmm. We are going to get the sand. Okay. So yeah, I do believe that we can't send Eric out yet. Yep, so they require a higher loyalty level. Okay. So Eric, he's gonna be with us for a little bit while he gets used to doing everything. And then he's actually using the bathroom right now. So Helen, you're gonna take off your suit, and then you can go ahead and take a nap. And then Douglas is finishing up building or upgrading the workbench. Let's see what else we find in this place, and we're just gonna take everything that we can. So we are gonna leave behind the nails, and we're gonna take the limestone. Or actually, we could leave one of the limestones and take both of the nails. Okay, that works out. Awesome. So we can actually see here where exactly they're visiting. So they still have a couple more places to hit. Hopefully they keep calling in, and then I could just keep sending them out. We're actually gonna have Eric wash out the bucket that he just used, so that's your responsibility. We're gonna have Douglas actually make, yeah, we're gonna have him make a large crate or a small crate. That way we can contain more of the items that we get from the expeditions. He's gonna build it right there. Okay, so nice. So we actually found a nice pharmacy, and they actually tend to have pretty decent things in here with these anti-rags and med kits. So let me see what we can actually afford to leave behind. We're gonna leave the nails behind, and we're gonna take the first aid kit. Okay. Awesome. So we're gonna have Eric. Let's see what's the integrity looking like. That's okay. Integrity 79, 100. Alright, we're gonna have him fix up the generator, and then, okay, so everything seems to be pretty mint. We're gonna have him fix up the sleeping bag, just to kind of keep him busy. You tend to have everybody kind of working, doing stuff around the shelter while everything is going to happen. You're gonna have moments where you just kind of have to hang around and wait, but for the most part, you want people just moving around, doing things as they should. Okay, so Angela does want to be recruited, so we are actually going to recruit her, and we are going to have her join the gang. Okay, so we're going to take all the gas cans that we can. These screwdrivers are very, very important. These are tools that actually go into the workbench, so we are definitely going to organize ourselves and have us bring that with us. Okay, so I do want to take that screwdriver, and I would love to have the petrol as well, but let me see what I'm willing to give up. So paint can, um, a can used to paint the wall of the shelter. You can paint shelter walls from the workbench. Okay, so we don't really care about the paint. We're gonna take that screwdriver, and then if we also look for pipes, we're gonna leave the pipes behind, and we're gonna take the petrol. Okay, so even Steven, that should work. Douglas, you deserve a meal, and you probably need to go to bed, so we're gonna have you go to bed before Mom and Dad come back. So here comes Angela, newly found addition to our family, quote unquote family. And I don't think we can actually send her out yet. Nope, okay. So actually, I want to know how the loyalty actually comes to play. So I can see on the bottom right, or on the bottom, that Eric's loyalty bar is just slightly yellow, and Angela's is nowhere to be found. So I'm not really sure exactly how long it's going to take for them to trust us. but if we're gonna have to ignore a couple people just to keep a couple people in, that's exactly what we're gonna have to do. So we actually gained a little bit of decent experience from traveling out there, and we're just gonna dump everything inside. So now we're gonna take care of the family needs, and Carl needs food, but let's see. Okay, so Shirley needs a shower, and Carl needs some food. We're actually not gonna open up the clipboard. We're gonna have them eat. Shirley. I thought I sent Shirley in. Shirley, I thought okay. Oh, we don't have any water. Okay, so that's gonna be a little difficult. We're gonna have Carl use the bathroom. Shirley, can we have you do anything else? And awesome, water at the perfect time. And we're actually gonna read our journal really quickly. Day 4. I'm glad that nobody got seriously hurt in that exchange. I'm sure they'll wake up with sore heads, but at least that's the worst that will happen. Awesome. Okay. So Shirley, you should... I'm surprised. Hold on. Okay. Not really sure what happened there. So Eric, Carl, we're actually going to have you wash out the wash bucket. And then we are going to have... who is sleeping right now? Douglas, you can wake up. Carl, go to bed. Shirley, once you're all set with the shower, I want you to eat. Douglas, you can use the bathroom. Helen, you are... Where are you? Okay, you're walking around. So you also need to eat. And you need a drink of water. And what I like to do in the beginning, unfortunately these new people that you tend to recruit, they're set on automatic, which pretty much means that they're just normally going to take care of their own needs no matter what. We're actually going to have Eric put on a suit, because I hear the horse just getting crazy up there. So he is still immune, but he is getting hungry. So we're going to have him feed the horse, and while he's up there, just kind of fix everything up top. Yeah, so you can set your family up to automatic where they'll, take care of their team needs. But the biggest thing is that you want to manage that, because sometimes if you're really, really low on resources, you don't want them to constantly be using those sources. So we are going to have Shirley, who's actually sleeping. Okay, so Carl is sleeping. And, oh, okay, so Helen, or Angela, you need to wake up. So I want her, there you go. Just fix that so we could get to bed. See, that's the only difficult place of bringing in new people. So we're going to have her sleep. Douglas, how's the wash bucket doing? We're going to wash out the bucket. We're not going to worry about his shower needs right now, because we do want to set up another expedition with the amount of water that we have. And I'll actually show you that right quick once Eric comes back in. So let's just see what the loyalty bar looks as of now. Okay, so Eric has gone up a little bit, and so has Angela. Enough? Okay, no. I wonder if it does need to be full. So we are going to abandon that expedition. And we are going to have Eric. He's going to be taking care of his needs. Which, see, right now, I believe he's eating or drinking water. And it is tough because we don't want him to do that as of yet. And Angela, we really can't. Yeah, she's taking a shower without, really needing a shower, and there goes all of our water. So that's the difficult part of having, new recruits in, especially this is an update that they've had. I can't take them off the automatic until their loyalty goes up just a bit more. So that's going to be a little bit frustrating and a little bit inconvenient, considering that water is very, very difficult to come by. So right here, we're just going to fast forward a bit, and we are going to have Douglas just use the bathroom. Oh, actually, he didn't need to use the bathroom. It was Helen. Helen needs to use the bathroom. We're going to have her do that. And then we're going to have her wash it out. So Eric needs a bed. Okay, so Carl, you're all set. Shirley, we're gonna wait. Eric is gonna go to bed. I want her to use the bathroom when she's up. And day number 6. So I'm gonna leave the video here, guys. We're gonna continue the series, and hopefully you guys do enjoy this. Hopefully we do actually get some rain, or someone trading by with water, because we desperately need water to continue our expeditions. But like I said before, this is a mix of games. Hopefully you guys definitely enjoy this Let's Play series, and there's definitely gonna be more coming soon. So please like and subscribe. Comment if you guys have any questions or suggestions for the channel. And as always, peace.